So we now have a major problem. We are expecting more heat this summer. That's an issue. More people are actually charging their electric vehicles. We have 3.3 million electric vehicles here in the United States in 2024. That's another issue. And on top of all that, we have more people entering the US than ever before. These three things are going to cause more power outages than any time in history, according to recent reports. So I want to break down what's going on, what you should look for moving forward, what the Biden administration is actually announcing today, and why all this stuff could mean life or death here in the United States moving forward. So I'll break all this down in just a moment. All I ask is one thing, takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So could this record power outage that we are about to face, could this mean life or death here in the United States? According to experts, they say the answer is yes. If cities have blackouts for not just minutes, but hours or days, that could be devastating for many people. But I want to show you a few other things. This article from Axios says sizzling oceans tee up record-shattering summer for the United States. The majority of the United States is either supposed to be a little bit warmer or a lot warmer than what it typically is during the summer. So we are expecting it to be somewhat dry, warm. We're likely to see fires, but there's a major issue. It has to do with our electrical grid. Because what we are facing right now is that power lines are not equipped and are not updated regularly enough that if we see too much electricity flow through the power line itself, it could burst into flames and cause a wildfire. Guess what? We've seen it before. It will happen again. The problem, though, is we are expecting a very hot summer. If we see a hot summer where more people are using their ACs just to stay cool and fans, guess what? We are gonna see more power lines burst, and they could potentially cause a fire. But it's not just that. Look at this. It says the heat will strain power grids in parts of California, Arizona, Nevada, and Texas in the coming years. Why would it be California, Arizona, Nevada, and Texas? Well, those states are a little bit warmer than others, especially California, Arizona, and Nevada. Yeah, those are some very warm states. We are expecting to see more and more power outages very soon. They're likely to start this summer. Guess what? The reason I brought up electric vehicles and all these people that are buying electric vehicles, because if you look at the prices now, prices have plummeted. Where many people I talk to that are looking for a new car, everyone's bringing up Tesla. Let's get a Tesla, because Teslas are not that expensive for even a newer Tesla, and it's electric. We're going to save money, right? Perfect. But here's the issue. We have a power supply issue when it comes to electric vehicles. As of right now, the Biden administration wants every single new vehicle that hits the road to be electric. Maybe not a Tesla, but electric. Here's a concern. If every single person that had an electric vehicle plugged in their vehicle at the exact same time to charge it, we would see mass blackouts. We do not have the electrical grid that can actually withstand that. Okay, we're just too outdated. Well, here's what I can tell you. A simple fix could actually double the size of the U.S. electrical grid. But it would require rewiring miles and miles of power lines. And this would actually help data centers. It would help electric vehicles. The AI boom would be, well, great, right? But that's the concern, is AI, cryptocurrencies, electric vehicles, all these things are putting more pressure on our electrical grid. Well, good news. The White House today is going to announce actions to modernize America's electrical grid, paving the way for clean energy and fewer outages. I want to read you a little bit of this article, okay? And this is from CNN. It says the White House on Tuesday will announce steps to modernize a major roadblock to the clean energy transformation, America's aging electrical infrastructure. Says the new initiative between the feds and 21 states aims to make faster fixes and improvements to the grid, committing to build a bigger and more modern grid as part of a larger effort to reduce power outages and increase electrical transmission capacity, a massive hurdle to getting more clean energy on the grid and reducing the planet warming pollution causing the climate crisis. Now, goes on to say, the announcement comes on the same day that hundreds of thousands of customers lost power in Texas during destructive storms Tuesday morning, following a deadly holiday weekend of severe weather across the South and Midwest. Weather-related power outages are on the rise as stronger storms put more pressure on outdated infrastructure. Okay, that's according to a recent report from the research group Climate Control found. Now, Climate Central. Here's one thing I want to tell you. This is not going to happen overnight. Okay, we need to update our power lines. We need a lot more. You just need a lot more as far as our infrastructure goes. This is not something that's going to happen in the next week or month or even months. This is something that's going to take years to rewire our electrical system. It's going to take years. Some say this could easily take 5 to 10 years. It's going to take longer than that. But here's the problem. As we update our system, and this is where some believe the Biden administration may be cutting corners here in order to save money, but we need to overspend. We need to overdevelop our electrical system. The concern is that the Biden administration won't do that. They're pretty much going to put a Band-Aid on this. They're going to update the system a little bit. They're going to make it where we don't see power outages today, but in the next 5 to 10 years, we're expecting to see more power outages as more people start to get into using electric vehicles or some type of electric source. Okay, and I'm talking about electric vehicles, yes, charging them, all that, electric, things like tractors, right, semi trucks, right. As we start to get more and more electric vehicles here in our in the United States, it's going to put more pressure on the electrical grid. Not only that, artificial intelligence is going to eat up a lot of our electricity, a lot. And I brought this up before. I talked about this over the past few days as well, where we're seeing more and more fast food restaurants where they're starting to use machines, starting to use robots in order to deliver food, in order to make a lot of the food as well. Robots are actually packaging food. That costs a little bit more, but again, it's using electricity. It's something that we have to understand, and we need to go more towards. We can't fight it. This is what we're seeing, so we cannot fight it. We need to go with this. And we need to be prepared here. So the last thing I just want to say is that the United States has a power grid issue. The concern is we're going to see record outages very soon if we do not start fixing some of these issues as they arise. So we'll see what the Biden administration's plan really entails, if this is going to fix it or not, or is this going to be a temporary Band-Aid? We don't know, but we're going to find out soon enough. As soon as I get any more information on this, I promise I will bring you all the latest news and updates as soon as we get it. So that is what we know as of today. Again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.